Hi everybody. Today we are going to discuss about cloud computing and discussion about fundamentals of cloud computing, the topics from Unit 1. So these are the Unit 1 topics: definition of cloud computing, cloud types, characteristics of cloud computing, benefits and disadvantages of cloud systems, and assessing the value proposition, and measuring the cloud value and capital expenditures and total cost of ownership and service level agreements and licensing models. So the first we should know the meaning of what is meant by cloud. So we are using memory or any location or place for storing the data and information. Generally, we can call it as server or memory or storage space or something like that. The same thing is applicable for cloud. The any server or database. Why we are going for database? For storing the data and information. It contains collection of data. The server also same thing, which is also contain the same data storage location for storing the data and information. So for communication from one device to another device. So for what is in by networking, it's a collection of systems or together, which is sharing the data and information from the same location. We can call it as server. So the server or database, these are all comes under storage location. So we are going to dump everything in the same storage space or location. We can call it as a cloud. So which is used to store the data. So for innovation, so initially we are using servers and databases for storing the data and informations. So after that, in the previous days, we are using these type of storage locations. Nowadays, we are using clouds for it is a broadband. We can store the huge number of information in the cloud platform. We can use it for any other organization or any institute or anywhere you can use with the help of internet connection. So you can access the cloud with the help of internet connection. Okay. So before that, you should know the meaning of what is meant by on demand. And demand is nothing but if you want, you can use. No need to go for that storage location. So on demand services here we are using. Only the people who needs those who having requirement, you can use that location. The thing is, when you consider that memory, first it is a primary memory and secondary memory. If everything is over, we can move for virtual memory. It's same as the virtual memory location. Whatever we are storing, that is automatically stored in the primary memory. You know what is in by primary memory and what is in by secondary memory. The primary memory in the sense when the power is off, the total content is will be erased. We can't retain the storage for the some period of time. When you go for a secondary memory, so once we store it in the, when the power is switched off also, the data will be saved in the same location. It should retain the content for the long period of time. So if you want to store the huge amount of data or something like that means the secondary storage space is not enough means we can move for the virtual memory. Here the virtual memory it's a one type of the cloud storage. That's it. That is the meaning for cloud. So it is the broadband services that people can use the broadband services. You can pay some amount, you can use it. Okay. Example in college we are having data centers. The data center is also concerned at the big computer. It's a server which is used to store the huge amount of data, but it is located internally. We can access the data, we can store and retrieve the data at the same time. So if you want to broadband services in the means, you can approach the cloud service providers. So examples, what are the cloud service providers do you know? So these are the cloud computing, that is Azure and Google, everything is comes AWS. So these are all comes under cloud service provider. So we need to pay something for the particular amount of time, then we will get the good services from the cloud. So you can access the broadband services for during the particular period of time. And these are the key features of cloud computing. The first one is on-demand self-services and broadband, that is the broad network access and resource pooling and scalability and measured services. On-demand services are nothing but if you want, you can use it. User can provision the resources like the storage and processing power without requiring the human intervention. Those who want, you can use. Otherwise, no need to pay for that. And broadband, actually, we can implement this for in the broadband network with the help of internet connection only. You can use that. Without that, we can't use that. It's like a one data center, but the data centers are located within the particular campus itself. Privately we can use, but if you want to store the huge amount of data or whatever it is, you can move for cloud service provider. The resource pooling is nothing but so the providers pooling, it dumping the data. What are based on the customer requirement, we can store all the data. We can take the data dynamically. You can, it is not a static one, it's a dynamically assigned based on demand. Based on demand means they use the based on the customer requirement, we can take the data and we can use the data. And scalability. What does mean by scalable means it's a flexible. So it is if you want to increase or decrease or whatever it is. The resource can be scaled up or down quickly based on the need. If you want, you can. So we are paying something for paying amount for 1 month period of time. So based on that, yes, you are scaling up or down. If you extend or yes, this particular time of duration is enough for me, you can stop. So like that, we are using the cloud service provider. Measured service is nothing but there is so based on the usage and monitored, who is monitoring authority and controlled, reported, and ensuring. So we are the transparency, everything. So based on the customer requirement, we are using that. These are the types of cloud services. Infrastructure as a service, IaaS, that provides the basic computing infrastructure like virtual machines and storage, AWS, EC2, Google Engine, Compute Engine, something like that. So these are the examples. You can take your own example, you can explain it by yourself also. Just we are going to give the infrastructure. Platform as a services offers the platform. So the Microsoft of Azure and the Google App Engine, it's a platform for building and testing and deploying the applications. And software as a service delivers fully functional application. Is the what is the software service as a Gmail or Dropboxes? These are all comes under software as the services. So next we are going to discuss about types of public cloud. What is in by public cloud? Yes, the services provided over the internet and shared among the multiple organizations. So Microsoft does it. So we can. So each organization should pay the amount. Then the people can use the cloud platform. So the server, storage, and applications are delivered over the internet and shared among the multiple users or organizations. So those who want to use the particular cloud plus storage location or means we need to pay something or else we can share it from others. So how we need to, once we know the username and password, so if multiple tenants can use the same application at the same time. So the public clouds are owned and managed by the third party cloud service provider, making them cost effective. And then the key features of public cloud: shared resources. Resources are shared among the multiple users or organizations. It's the cost effective. Many people can use at the same time. So the cost also, when you compare others, it's effective. That is less only. Use pay only for what they used, eliminating the need for costly hardware and maintenance. So if you are maintaining some hardware or storage devices, that we need to we spend something amount for storing the data and retrieving for hardware devices. So like instead of that, we are using the cloud platform. It's very effective only. And then compared to the if you are using the hardware device, scalability. Resources can be scaled up and down as they need. Accessibility, accessible over the internet from anywhere with internet connection, and managed by the providers. The cloud providers handled and maintenance and updates the and security also. And public cloud. Uh, Examples, that is Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and the Google Cloud platforms, and Dropbox, and these are all the types we are using. We can take any exam nowadays. We are having more than one examples also that, so we can you can explain your concept using that suitable example. In the private cloud, in the sense, in organization, within the organization, we can access that. Example, we can tell whom the smart TVs in the internet connection. We are using some specific username and password, but everybody can see that username. Once those who know the password only, the people can access you the net. So this is the private. Those who know that is the people know the uh, credentials, the people can use the storage space like that. So unlike the public cloud, the private cloud is not shared with the other organization, offering the greater control in the security and the customization. That is, example we can take when you take any big organization, two types of cloud is available: private and public cloud. So when you take the private cloud means some they are maintaining some data centers for storing the data and information securely. They are retrieving the data and storing the data. So only for they can give access for administrator only. Those who people they having the particular credentials, the people can access. Actually, it is within the organization, not the broadband services. So for everybody who want to access the cloud storage or same storage, mean the people can move for the cloud space. Uh, so these are the key features. Now you understand about, so the big organizations, they are maintaining both the things, the private and public clouds. And key features of the private cloud is the dedicated resources. Yes, that it's the resources are dedicated only for the organization, not for everybody. And enhanced security provides higher levels of data protection, compliance, and customizability, and tailored and meet the specific needs of organization. That is on premises or hosted, can be hosted on site by the organization or managed by the third party service providers. And the next one is that the scalability, and scale the resources as needed, but they may require the significant investment in hardware and maintenance. And the private clouds, OpenStack, VMware, Sphere, and Microsoft Azure Stack, and IBM Cloud. So these are the examples. You can check in it in your net, and you can give your explanation also. Hybrid means the combination of both. That is hybrid. We can use the private and public clouds. So, for flexibility, in the same organization, they can move for the public cloud, and control and security, private clouds we can use. So, what are the combination of both in same organization? They are using the both the things, private and public. And the hybrid cloud, the key features of hybrid cloud: flexibility, scalability, cost efficiency, and interoperability. These are comes under the hybrid cloud. The examples of hybrid clouds is Microsoft Azure hybrid. Yes, So these are comes under they in the IBM platform. They are some big organization company. They are using the both the things examples. So it is like a retail company must use the hybrid cloud setup to manage the e-commerce platforms. So the customer data, so that is the sensitive customer data such as payment details is stored in the private cloud and meet the complaints and the security complaints. So it's payment details. So that you can't place it in that public cloud. That is not fair. So the company should maintain the private cloud for storing the payment details and other secured information. At the time, the public cloud like AWS are used to handle the seasonal traffic spikes and sales events and ensuring the scalability and the cost effectiveness. The model provides the organization with the secure data handling and ability to scale the resources and dynamically based on the on demand. And the next one is the community cloud. The community cloud means the group particular people can use that. The simple example I can tell for the I am creating one link. So those who comes under my link or in my class students can access, others can't access me. The community people can access that particular cloud platform. So this is called as cloud community cloud shared infrastructure. So and collaborative management, specific use cases and cost sharing. So these are all comes under community clouds and the healthcare community, hospitals they are using, clinics, research institutions, and the government community cloud, local, in state, federal, and share the cloud to handle the sensitive with the compliance government standards and academic research. So that kind of people can only use this type of community cloud. And so far we discussed about what is meant by cloud and the types of cloud. What are the characteristics of clouds we discussed. Remaining topics will discuss in the next video. Thank you.